The Renault symbol, also called Italia in some Eastern European markets, is a sedan saloon car derived from the Renault Clio. This video is about the car made from 2012 until 2021, based on the Clio Mark IV built on the same platform as the Dacia Sandero and the Dacia Logan Mark II. The third generation of the Renault symbol was revealed at the 2012 Istanbul Motor Show and is a rebadged version of the second generation Dacia Renault Logan. In the first quarter of 2017, it was facelifted, receiving design modifications to the front with LED daytime running lights and most significantly to the rear design with a new trunk and new taillights, but also to the interior, including a new twist-spoke steering wheel with the horn in Turkey and nearby export markets and as well in Chile. An important addition is the Dacia EasyR automatic manual transmission. It has front and side airbags, ABS, traction and stability control. The side airbags are available only in the top level. The car is manufactured in Bursa, Turkey, and went for sale on the Turkish market at the beginning of 2013, also being released in Algeria, Tunisia, and other nations in North Africa. The car's dimensions are wheelbase 26-34mm, length 43-46mm, width 17-33mm, height 15-17mm, weight 1049 to 1268 kilos. The trunk size is 510 liters, but if you pull down the rear seats, it will become 1257 liters, perfect to put longer items such as ski or some pieces of wood. The front suspensions are independent suspension with McPherson strut. The rear suspension are torsion bar with torsion spring. The front brakes are ventilated discs. The rear brakes are drums. The engines are both gasoline and diesel. The engines from 2013 to 2017 are gasoline 1.2 liter, 16 valves, 75 horsepower, 107 Nm of torque, 78.92 pound-foot of torque. The 0 to 100 is in 14.5 seconds with a top speed of 156 km per hour. The fuel consumption is 6 liters per 100 km with emissions of 140 grams of CO2 per kilometer with environmental level Euro 5B+. The newer engine from 2013 is the 0.9 liter turbocharged TC engine, 90 horsepower, 135 Nm of torque, 99.57 pound-foot of torque. The 0 to 100 is in 11.1 seconds with a top speed of 175 km per hour. The fuel consumption is 5.2 liters per 100 km with emissions of 119 grams of CO2 per kilometer, following Euro 5B+ environment law. The diesel engines are two versions of the famous 1.5 DCI engine with FAP to reduce emissions. The first version has 75 horsepower, 200 Nm of torque, 147.51 pound-foot of torque. The 0 to 100 is in 14.6 seconds with a top speed of 164 km per hour. The fuel consumption is 3.9 liters per 100 km with 103 grams of CO2 per kilometer emission, following Euro 5B+ emission standard. The more powerful version has 90 horsepower. The 0 to 100 is in 12.1 seconds with a top speed of 173 km per hour. The fuel consumption is the same, 3.9 liters per 100 kilometers. It also uses the same CO2 emission, 103 grams CO2 per kilometers, and also follows the environmental law Euro 5B+. After the 2017 facelift and up to 2021, there were only two engines available, one gasoline 0.90 CE, 90 horsepower, 140 Nm of torque, 103.26 pound-foot of torque. The 0 to 100 is in 11.1 seconds with a top speed of 175 km per hour. The fuel consumption is 5.4 liters per 100 kilometers with emissions of 122 grams per CO2 per kilometers and has been updated to Euro 6 environmental standard. The diesel engine also has been updated to Euro 6 environmental standard with a slightly increased horsepower to 95. The torque is 220 Nm, 162.26 pound-foot of torque. 0 to 100 is in 11.9 seconds. Top speed 179 km per hour. A slight bump in performance is 5 horsepower. The fuel consumption is 3.5 to 3.8 liters per 100 kilometers. The CO2 is 96 to 101 grams CO2 per kilometers. As two features and optional, there are three levels. The basic level comes with black bumpers and power steering, ABS, ESP, and is available only with the 1.2 liter engine. The middle level has body color bumpers with covers, eco mode function, power lock doors, front power windows and CD player, and as option there are metallic paint, fog lights and air conditioning. The top level adds body color door handles, fog lights as standard and trip computer, and additionally can be ordered with metallic paint, media nav system, leather upholstery, parking sensor, side airbags, cruise control and alloy wheels.